Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So this one is a kind of different, exciting one. A couple of weeks ago I filmed a under £30 outfit from Amazon and that was pretty well received. So since Christmas has obviously passed over that time, I got some money for it and I used about £20 of it to do this video. So I went onto AliExpress, one of my favourite sites for buying alternative stuff, and I picked out some clothing and basically an outfit for under £20 on there. Now I don't normally buy t-shirts or dresses or anything off there. I normally buy mesh shirts, collars, harnesses and tights. I have so many tights from there. But other than that, that's really all I bought off of AliExpress. So I was really excited to try out their actual clothing. I'll have all my AliExpress videos linked in the cards, whichever side it is on. But I've got an outfit here. I managed to get 4 pieces. Just disclosure a little bit, one of them actually hasn't turned up yet and I'm bored of waiting, but I have bought off this seller in the past and I know it takes a very long time for the items to get to me, purely because of how cheap they are, and it's just a pair of tights which are universal. So let's get into it, shall we? So first up we have the pentagram dress. And when I was ordering this I thought it wasn't going to be here till summer, so this is a very summery outfit even though it is winter in the northern hemisphere. But if you're in the southern hemisphere, good news, have I got the outfit for you. So this is the Hot Sale Fashion Woman Sexy 5-point star wrapped ladies long sleeve sling dress, gothic, vintage, romantic, casual dress. It's a Sophia Nygaard video. But I've seen this one on AliExpress, on Wish and a couple of other online retailers. It's just the pentagram harness one that's quite popular, so I thought I would give it a go. I have opened up the bag because I wanted to well, see what it was. I ordered quite a bit of stuff recently, so I wanted to see what it was. It has a little bit of a smell, but it's not like an awful smell. It just smells like any kind of shop would. Okay, so we do have a zipper entrance here. I don't see myself needing this because this is a stretchy material, but let's have a look. What size? I got this in a 2XL. I did measure myself against the measurements. I think this might be a little bit too big though. This might be too big. It's fine, we have a belt, but it is this. It's really hard to show it like this. I'll hope I have a picture here or here of what it looks like. Now it does have quite nice material. It is I'm gonna say it's made of. So it's 100% polyester. It's quite sheer, so I'm not putting it, I'm just kind of leaving it. It's like a jersey material. It kind of feels like a workout t-shirt. Now I know I've equated a lot of clothing to like workout stuff, but this feels like a workout top, which isn't an issue because in summer you can get really quite warm. There's a couple of loose threads, especially on there and also there. It does feel quite weighty. The neckline is really hard to like show you guys what this looks like, obviously because it's not holding it up too well. So the neckline bust area has a panel, the boobies, and then it's a pentagram harness up here. I won't be able to fully review this till I try it on, but just holding it up, it does look decent. I'm going to get up the price and how much I paid for this. So this dress was £9.70 and I ordered it on the 26th of December, so on Boxing Day. It arrived on the 7th of the 1st, so that's about what, 10 days, which is a pretty average delivery. It was the second item to arrive. The other thing I got, the belt, came first. But let us just have a look at this. So on the model it is the same design, it has the same panel and the same boob area. On the model and in the image it does look it's made out of a jersey material rather than the material we have. Okay, it looks like it comes in both blue and black. I obviously got the black option, and it comes in sizes small to double X. Now I got an XXL. I think I might have sized up too much on that. I think I should have got a large, extra large. So for the price I think it is really nice, and I obviously haven't tried it on yet, but judging from what I've seen, we do have the issues with the loose stitches. I think that's quite a common issue with cheaper wholesale or items that are cheaply made. Let's just have a look at the stitching. So the stitching on this is, it's overlocked, it is double stitched. The inside has got a slightly raw hem, but this is a non fraying material. So the skirt's been cut kind of wonkily. It's not been overlocked, so on a normal garment I don't really have any line around. You would overlock the edges and then you would fold it and then stitch again. That hasn't been done on this. Let's have a look at the zip. The zip is actually too long for this dress, so you have a little bit extra hanging down, and it is, so it's been sewn in like a normal zip using what is probably a zipper foot. I'm not 100% convinced if this zip is gonna be like stable and working. It is an invisible zipper. I'm kind of skeptical about that one. So these are all overlocks, all these edges. The overlocking on this has been used to sew it together, which isn't an issue. It's not how it has been used to sew it together. It's not how I prefer to sew my garments, but it doesn't mean it's going to be less stable. The sewing on the strap is really quite odd, if you can see that. It has been sewn like in a 3, which is how I would sew, but it's not how you professionally sew it. But I'm gonna probably trim off all these excess wispies. But other than that, it is quite a nice dress. The skirt is pretty full like the image. I don't think it's a full circle skirt. In the image it looks to be a full circle skirt. This is probably a half circle, but it'll still have the same sort of whoosh effect, but not as much whoosh. Next up we have this. Now this actually came first out of all the items. This is the belt. Let's get into it. So this is what the belt looks like in the bag. I picked out this one. I own a lot of harnesses already from AliExpress. I have just filmed a video on them. So I was just something I didn't already own, and I had been eyeing this one up. So let's have a little look. Okay, so it does come out of the bag tangled. Okay, it does smell quite bad. It's not strong. I got a little whiff when I pulled it out. It's not a strong scent, but it is not a pleasant one. I think this is how it's meant to go. I'm gonna have to reference the image. So the belt loops are clipped on by clips, so if you wanted to you could take these ones off and then just have the chain. I'm not sure what the buckle situation is about. I'm gonna have to reference the original image to figure out what that's about. Now the hardware is all metal. I know that a few of these were actually metal. It is a cheap metal, but it is cold, so it is real metal. It's not that heavy. For a leather bit, this is the same as all the other harnesses I reviewed in that video. It has got the foam side and then it has the pleather, and then it's sealed off around the edges. Buckles seem to be pretty strong. This does look like it will have quite a few sizes on this, so I'm going to try this on and see how well it fits in that department. And this belt is the leather harness chain belt, BDSM, bondage, pole dance, pastel goth, punk rave, fantasy sex, I don't know what that is, suspenders, body bondage, woman harness top. And that belt was also £7.22, and I believe I got free delivery on it. So I also ordered it on the 26th, and it arrived on the 4th of January. 9-10 days, which is actually really, really fast. So let's have a look at the photo. Oh, okay, I think I was holding it up all wrong. Okay, this buckle part goes at the front of your body, so these chains hang around your hips. That makes more sense now. Then you can adjust this to how long you want your hips to be. I will say that in the reference image it had 2 D-rings on all of the attachments, and they all each only have 1. The chain looks to be about the same chunkiness. The one thing might be a little bit more chunky, but other than that everything looks pretty similar. And then we have a necklace to kind of complete our top half. Now with a dress like this, because it has such an intricate neckline, I wanted to have sort of a simple necklace, but I didn't want to go for a choker because I again did a whole video on them, so I thought I'd get something slightly different. I've never actually bought necklaces from AliExpress, so I'm interested to see what this looks like. So this is a sword necklace, and I wanted to pick out something that I don't already have in my wardrobe. So not chokers and not collars, but I really like this. I think it's got like a nice amount of daintiness to badassery to like make this outfit look complete. Okay, so the chain feels quite decent. This necklace is really tiny. I'm really hoping this fits around my neck. Let's put it on the biggest one. So these are the swords. They are quite long. They're about my finger in length, and then they are all joined by a jump ring, and then it has this final sword dangling down. I think this is really quite cute. I just hope I can actually fit it around my neck. It does fit on my neck. I'm not sure about how it'll lay because I've obviously got a hoodie on right now. I do think this metal will tarnish quite easily. It's quite cheap feeling, so I do believe this will tarnish pretty quickly. So what I would do is add like a thin coat of clear nail polish just to make sure it doesn't tarnish on you. I do really like the swords though, they are really cool. I think they make a really cool pair of earrings. Now they had lots of different sword style items on AliExpress, which I thought were really interesting. So I do have a sword necklace somewhere, and let us have a look at how much I paid for this. This was £1.73 and it was £2.19 including my delivery. Looking at the image on the seller, now there's only one image on there and it does look like this is the necklace from the photo. So it's 3 of swords necklace, choker, silver, tarot, goth, avant-garde, occult, witchy, edgy, medieval jewellery, which is a really long name. But no, I think this is the image on here. I think it's probably worth £2.19. I'm not sure where else you could get something like this better quality for that price, but no, I quite like it. If you are going to be wearing this a lot, just add like a little bit of clean nail polish to it just to make sure it doesn't make your skin go green or tarnish. But no, I quite like this, and I'm pretty convinced it is the item from the image. And then last but not least, we have this pair of fishnets. Now this pair isn't the item I actually ordered, like I said in the beginning, but this is an item I have ordered off the same seller at a different time, and it is the Sexy Woman's Fishnets Seamless Mesh Pantyhose 2017 Summer Ladies Nylon Stockings Tights Footless Fishnet Collins? Fishnet Tights Collins. And these were 92p. Now I ordered loads and loads and loads of these, but they're just simple fishnets. These are like the biggest fishnets out there. Yeah, I ordered so many of these. They're nice and long as well, really stretchy, really comfortable. They'd fit a variety of sizes. I don't think they actually have sizing on this one. No, so these are one size, but they fit well. They do the job. It's just a pair of fishnets. I would recommend buying your fishnets on somewhere cheap like AliExpress, because God knows they rip so easy that it's not worth spending a £5 on a pair of fishnets just for them to rip. So I get mine really cheap on AliExpress. I have bought tights on here that I still own and are still in amazing condition, so maybe I'll do a AliExpress tights haul at some point. But for 92p you really can't go wrong. Yeah, it's the same as you'd get in Primark or elsewhere. Like, they are a little bit flimsy, they do rip quite easily. All fishnets do, so. So guys, I am going to try this all on and then we're going to see how it looks. I'm kind of nervous, kind of excited. Yeah, let's try it all on, shall we? Now it took me a while to figure out how this goes on. I was here for like a couple of minutes trying to like figure out how it fit and how it worked. The harness bit is really cute. My bra does stick out over the edges a little bit, but if you want to like ooch that out the way, this is what the back looks like. Now I didn't have to use the zip to get this on, it was a no zip affair. It's really quite stretchy. I do think the 2XL was the correct size for me. Looking down, it does hit me just below the knees, so I might want to crop that a little bit, but it's quite a floaty, summery style dress. It's quite nice. It does look really cute around the neckline. I do like how this fits. The straps are a little bit of an issue, just trying to figure out how they fit. Once you get that sorted, it's fine. As for the necklace, it fits quite nicely. I do like where it hangs. I'm not sure if I'd wear it with this dress. I'm not sure about the placement, but I do think it looks quite flattering. Is the right height. It does hit me just at like cleavage height. So if you like necklaces that sit there, that is cool. It is a really nice shape on my neck, and it's like a lobster claw on the back. As for the belt, it's too big. I could do with a couple of like an extra notch or two. So if you are smaller than me, this is very rare this happens when an item is too big for me. If you are smaller than a UK size 14/12 waist, I have a 30-inch waist, this might not work for you. But for me it's a little bit too big. I will still wear it because I can have it on the lowest hole, but however the strap that goes across is just dangling everywhere, so I might have to snip that off a little bit. It's not ideal, but it does mean that if you are plus sized or bigger than me, this will work for you. So huzzah, something from AliExpress that will fit plus size people. I know there's a bit of an issue with size inclusivity in that department. As for the tights, they're just standard fishnet tights. Not much to complain about at all. They do the job, they feel comfortable, they don't cut off my thigh in any weird way. I can have quite an extra, I think I can have probably another thigh in this and it'll be completely fine. I know some fishnets do like kind of suck in the thighs, that they kind of make your thigh bulge out in a weird way, which is very flattering, but these don't do that, so that's a big thumbs up for me. They fit me around the waist and they do have plenty of room in the crotch and in the like length. So guys, let me know what you think about these in the comments down below. And guys, a huge thank you to our patrons, because without them videos like this would not be possible. I mean, I became quite lucky with this one. I managed to get some money for Christmas that I could spend money on clothes for a video, but I can't always do it. I have been having a semi-existential crisis recently about not making videos about clothing, which I probably will talk on in more in the future. I have been doing a lot more recently, and that's mostly because I earn money now and I can afford to do so, but it does feel like that's the only thing on my channel that might be doing well, so I'll probably make a whole video on that in the future. But guys, thank you to our patrons. But guys, stay safe, stay dark, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!